Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Indigo. I almost said Indigo Oracle. Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Part of the reason that is stuck in my head is because I've been watching a great deal of today, Colette Baron Reid. I have most of her Oracle cards, and I absolutely adore them, and I like to just read the books and touch them and look at the artistry. It's so beautiful, and I've been watching so much of it. Also, if you guys get a chance, please go to our new YouTube. She's doing some tutorials and just talking about her beautiful different Oracle cards, like these ones I always use that you guys talk about, the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards have the beautiful, unbelievable work. She goes and she discusses the cards with you and some cool, poignant points and aspects of it. So if you ever want something in depth about that, go see her because she's terrific. So anyway, today I wanted to do are you using the law of attraction effectively? And we're going to have a 4-card pick with the lovely fairy cards, and I'll read them to you as we go along too. So just sort of see what bit of artwork and what title each card has that might attract you, and that can be your thing. So, you know, the print on this is this is Penelope Dreamweaver. I have to look at them close because the script is very small. Lees of the Shadows, Iris of the Rainbows, and Spirit Dancer. So take a quick look at those and you can make your decision and see sort of what speaks to you and who you might like to be your leading card. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So are you using the laws of attraction appropriately? And what are some fundamentals that are going to bring to you the things you want? I am consistently studying this on a daily basis using the Jake Juicy techniques and a bunch of other things, and I've read The Secret, and I put all these things into motion, and I'm going to let you know too while you're making your choice. The thing that works unanimously with me over and over when I put it into effect is the tight envisionment. So what I do is say I want somebody to invite me somewhere, I want a ticket to go somewhere, or something's going on, or I want this time frame to be able to do this. I envision exactly how I would feel the moment that arrives, right? The joy, the ebullience, the anticipation, the excitement, who I'm going to tell, what's going on. I actively participate in my own make-believe celebration of this occurrence, right? That raises my frequency, my vibrations, the chemicals start darting through my body. I already believe it's as if. So it really already puts things into motion and it hurries that up. The second I started doing that, stuff started working for me. So we're going to see what aspects you can use or what you might be using in order for that to occur to you. But let's read. We're going to start with your fairy cards because I do believe that that's one of the it's something I've always believed in, that little bit of aspect of magic and stuff that's out there that says, you know, we can accomplish our dreams, we can have what we want, we just have to put a little magic behind it, right, and belief that it can occur. So let's see, this group is going to be about, I already hear the words in my head. It's saying, I don't even have your card yet, but it's saying you guys are going to be very fortunate in this because you know about placing your order. So the process of placing your order is nothing more than really setting your goals. They're the main driver. They're the starting point of what you want in terms of manifesting. So let's see where your strong points are and how you're going to achieve that. So the Hermit, yeah, being in a restful state while you're placing your order, getting rid of old subconscious messages that don't serve you. Realizing sometimes that you're just beating a dead horse, okay? What that means is you're putting out there what you don't want, sometimes more than what you want, and that's creating a block. Because in your life, when you've had blockages or past what you call defeats instead of lessons, you took a defeatist attitude, but you're letting go of that and you're flipping that over and going, you know what, that doesn't work for me, and guess what, I'm evolving, so I'm not repeating. What I am going to do is drop away any old people, places, things, or habits or things and realign now with my higher purpose to draw this stuff to me. So now when I place my order to the universe, I know it's a living process. I feel ready to set any goal. I realize nothing's insurmountable. I can set huge goals. I can do whatever I want because what's happening is I'm putting the energy out there. That doesn't mean I have to get up at the crack of dawn and start trying to be the most efficient human being on earth. Again, it's not about being busy, right? It's about being effective, right? putting your energy. Where you put your focus is where you get your reward. You're realizing that 100%. And here's why: you're stepping back a bit and you're seeing where everything is going. You realize you're gaining the confidence during the process because you're giving it air to breathe. You're giving it time to coalesce and become what it needs to become. And if you set big goals, you realize, wow, now all I have to do is sort of get placement of it, and then I expect my order to be delivered, right? Before I said it was like Amazon. Let's go, girls, bring it to my thing. I want that. I'm on Amazon. I've got it on my Prime delivery, and you're waiting. You're not, as the hermit, you're not forcing anything. You don't have scarcity. You don't have an express button. You're not freaking out on it. You're letting it just arrive naturally. Just like Winter, she just woke up. Oh, look at her. Winter, what's up there? Winter, what's up there? So beautiful. That's you guys. The hermit is super, super important in this, along with the death, because you're realizing, you know, simply by imagining it and expecting it, it's happening, right? It's happening for you. You're not forcing one thing. So that's your group. That's fantastic. I am going to pull you a manifestor card because they're too cute, and I love them, and they make everything so happy, and they make me all warm and psyched about this. Look at this. Peacefulness. So I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Absolutely, that goes with your death card. Any person, place, or thing that is not involved on a possibility aspect and of this occurrence and your dreams coming true are not invited, because guess what? They take up space in your head, right? You're not renting out that space anymore to anybody who's negative. You want to be able to have progress and evolution, so you're getting rid of anything that's stagnant in there, and that's beautiful. So that's you guys. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you're new, and also hit the notification bell so you can hear about any of the new videos that come up daily or when they come up as well. And all my links are down below too if you need any information on private reads, my Etsy store, the Patreon page, all that stuff. Thank you guys. The people out there that are donating and helping, I can't thank you enough, because I'm really getting excited more and more daily to do these oracle cards and to put out better and better information. But of course that takes research time. This is now my main job in life, so it's like it's my passion. I'm lucky and I was able to follow this, but again, like anything, there are costs. So I really appreciate when you guys donate and you order private reads and Patreon. It's so beautiful. I can't thank you enough. So let's see what's going on. If look at, I have terrible sight. Lease of the shadows with somebody you liked. Let's see what's going on and where your strengths are in using your law of attraction. 9 of Wands. This is going to pertain, I feel like, to a lot of fire signs. 8 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, and you guys, I feel like you're the ones that want to manifest monetary abundance right now. And you do. You have fire behind you. You have drive. This is what I call the away. You're moving away from any binds. This is a lesson learned. Instead of where things used to be obstacles and annoyances to you, you now see them as opportunities. You went from that to this. Things are opportunities for you to make money. You realize where there's resistance, there's a reason. Everybody's inside the box. They're so busy trying to figure it out through the fog. And you're not an in-the-box thinker, because you have a more free-flowing artistry about you. So things just pop out of nowhere. You listen to your subconscious. You listen to your intuition. You listen to your dreams. And you're in that lovely realm of acceptance. And again, the beginner's mind. You don't have to think you know everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You want to learn the answers. You want to garner information. That's where you're special. And you're going to use the law of attraction to you in a very great way. Again, you're placing in your order. You're expecting your order to be delivered. The expectation to reach every goal you've ever set for yourself is giving you the power and energy to do whatever it takes to achieve that. And a great deal of it is literally just daydreaming about it and expecting it. When you expect it and you start to feel physically what it would be like to receive those gifts, that's when they actually start to happen. That was my biggest turnaround. When I was listening to Jake Ducey one day, and he said, just feel what you'd feel like if your biggest dream came true right now. How would you feel? So I set a smallish law of attraction goal, and it happened within 10 minutes of me doing that, me picturing it happening, what I would feel like, who I would call, who I would tell, where I was, what I was wearing, and all these things. I would be right where I was, of course, because it would be so soon. And guess what? It happened, and I was like, oh my gosh, it almost like it jarred me for a moment. And I said, why? I already believe in this. Why would this shock me in the least? You know what I mean? And that's going to be you. You're overcoming that old hurdle where, oh my gosh, that's way too out of my league. Why should anything? You're now committed to your goals. You're open for the right impulse. You're actively thinking about it. And it doesn't take physical effort. You're not on the treadmill trying to do all this stuff right now, unless weight loss is your goal. But again, you have to temper it. But this thing, I feel like this is the abundance and monetary group. And you're just knowing this money is coming to you. What you have, what you want is on the way. What you want is on the way. You're saying that over and over. You're doing the work with that. And you have the fire behind you. So that is happening for you guys. And that's beautiful. Let's get your happy card here. Yay, the affirminators. Yours is confidence. This is so beautiful, you guys. I want you to listen to this because I laughed so hard when I read this. In this moment, I take a step back and I look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on the refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Isn't that cute? And you guys too, I feel like you're having confidence in what you're doing and your goals and knowing they're not impossibilities because, again, you're working with your conscious versus subconscious. You know your subconscious is 70% garbage that other people have planted there, and that's what puts you on autopilot. You're not doing that anymore. You're making a conscious decision to change your subconscious, and that's what's going to work for you. And you are going to be that little A+ up on the refrigerator, and that's so cute. I love that. So if you guys are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and please comment too. What is manifesting for you right now? What part of laws of attractions are working for you guys? Very curious, and a lot of you guys are you're making huge strides, and it's blowing my mind, and I'm very, very excited for all of you. Excellent. And all my links are down below if you guys need the links to the private reads, my Patreon page. There's going to be all cool new videos for you guys. That, even if you're only subscribing for $1 a month donations, you get videos that other people don't see. Really fun information in there. Yeah, we're going to start building that because it's really going to be helpful in propelling the oracle cards into being a lot faster. I've already begun the writing. We already have the artwork, so now pretty soon the printers, but there will be some expense for that. So I really appreciate it, you guys. So we are now going on to Iris of the Rainbow and the Cat, trying to be everywhere. Let's see how you guys, where your manifestation and law of attraction powers are going. That would be on Winter, just trying to lay her big belly across the whole thing. I feel like she blesses the reads, and she hasn't been here in a while, so she really misses it. She's very attracted to, unbelievably so, to cards and the stones. This stone in particular, when I put calcites and things down, she also loves gold because she's a little leprechaun. She will sit on that gold bar and keep it warm. She's like a baby dragon. Who's a baby dragon? Look up if you're a baby dragon. Are you a baby dragon? Yep. See, she has her little higher power. She knows that she's a baby dragon. She will, no lie, watch herself on screen later when I put it on the big screen and we review it for color, sound, and all the technical aspects. She'll sit up there and she'll watch herself and she'll love it. I told her she loves this calcite. She licks it. Look at this, the Hermit. I really like that in terms of these reads. Yeah, the Hermit, 10 of Swords, the World. Beautiful. Okay, what this tells me right away, of course, you guys are going to be high achievers in terms of the law of attraction. Here's why. You know the world is wide open. The world is your oyster. You have no myopic vision whatsoever. It is the big perspective, the top of the wheel. You know the graciousness, the glory, and everything that's all involved in united consciousness. When we all share together and work together, it works beautifully. And part of that is when you pull back into yourself and you have reflective time to know that your energy and your power and your drive is right behind you. I watched Jim Carrey today and I cried a few times with his I Just Needed Color and all his artwork stuff. He's very profoundly beautiful, and he's reached a level of understanding of how the universe manifesting love, active participation in the collective works and all that. And he's invited to colleges to speak, and he says the most beautiful things ever. You know, he imbues a little of his humor, but he doesn't feel the need to be what he calls the clown anymore. He doesn't have to tap dance for his attention. He's reached a very profound level of understanding of things, and it's beautiful. And with the world there, you guys are receiving that. And here's why: you're learning from past mistakes. You're learning what didn't work for you when you were putting limitations on yourself due to your subconscious. That again is 70% of things that were taught to you, not by yourself, but heard from teachers, people, places, and things, that you couldn't have this if you didn't have that. You can't go to B without doing this on A. When you realize it's all bullshit. It's all your journey, your perspective, your life, your energy, your source. So you're actively just going for it. You're going to have changes in your life, your behavior, and your results. That's why that's the beginnings of your manifestation. You know you have to take action, and one of the things that is going to push you forward is the satisfaction that you gain immediately of this focused action. You know what I mean? Just being present in that action, knowing, wow, I can predict what's going to go on because I'm asking for it, and then I'm releasing it and trusting it into the world that it's coming for me. And you know there's no action or thing that is too large to ask for. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. You have a very expansive heart and mind right now. I love that. So, oh my gosh, here's your card to connectedness, connection. And it says, I'm connected to the multitudes, and I can have access to their support at any time. Even when a stranger offers a sense of comfort, when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everybody is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you're very, very open, and this is a great deal to do with it. You sit back, you read, you contemplate, you journal, you think, and you absorb things. Again, you're another beautiful aspiration of that beginner's mindset of you don't have to be a know-it-all or pretend or think you know everything. You know you're a lifelong learner, and it is holding you in high esteem, and your gratitude towards that is just bringing more and more of this law of attraction to you. Fantastic, you guys. I love that for you. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also the notification bell so you'll get all the notifications when the new videos are up. And all my links are down below for private reads, Patreon, my Etsy store. Anything you could want is down below. So go have a look. There's some cool stuff there in the sub basement over there. So this is now the Spirit Dancer. Let's see what's going on for you guys in your manifestation time. I have had the best day, you guys. I'm so excited. I also want you to comment if you chose this. I feel like the majority of you guys are going to choose that. I just love the word Spirit Dancer, what it connotates, what it brings in. Here comes Spirit Dancer, winter, 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 winter. She's a spirit dancer too, and she likes to come say hello to people. So yeah, today I spent doing a lot of research. I went online with Colette Baron Reed. She's going over a lot of her cards that I use, and just a ton of information, and I love her balance and her energy. And I also went and watched Jim Carrey and his beautiful documentaries, and he just enriches my whole day with his beauty and his magic and his understanding of things. So let's see how you guys are doing in this group. Let's see how you're using it. Nice. 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and 8 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this group in particular, you do the work. You do, and it's funny because you do the mental work, which sometimes drives you a little mad. We realize sometimes we need to clarify what we really want in our manifestation process, right? We have a guided vision of what we'd like to occur. But sometimes you think a little too deeply into it, but you definitely put in the mental work. But really all we have to do is a sort of daydreaming, right? And then release it. Let's daydream. Okay, what is exactly we want? We want to start a family with an ideal partner. Okay, what does that partner look like? How do they behave? How is, again, their honesty, their authenticity, integrity, their love, everything about them. You want to set up that lovely little grid of what you want from them, right? Then one of the heaviest things you can do when you put in the work, that's just the daydreaming lovely part of it, right? We can write it down. That's not too hard. Why should that be hard? You know what I mean? 6 of Wands. This is lovely. This is the victory card of, this is Caesar returning from Gaul with all the spoils and all the stuff. And here's why, because you now have an understanding that, hey, this is not that labor intensive. It's like putting in a wish list, check and go, and then imagining. The biggest part is imagining what it's like when you receive it. That's what really galvanizes it into happening, because we have intention behind it, and then the result soon follows. Like when I was doing Jake Ducey's process of that, I imagined what it would feel like, how I would feel like, all 5 of my senses involved, how I'd feel when this certain thing would arrive, and I got the email within 10 minutes of that. And I wasn't even that surprised. I was joyous about it, but I already understand the laws of attraction and manifestation. And a lot of people go, oh, but Melanie, that only happens for lucky people or people that are really plugged in or tuned in. No, it's the people that learn to unteach themselves that old 70% of their subconscious that tells them all these limiting beliefs that they can't have this or that because they can't get to B without going through A. They can't do this without doing that. They need this degree. They need that. They don't need anything. What they need is faith that the system works, that the energy out there, our guides and everything, wants us to receive the best out of our lives. And simply by daydreaming, thinking about it, putting in our subconscious, reprogramming it that we are deserving, we're worthy, we are allowed to receive what we want, that it's on its way, that it's coming, that it's achievable. That once we reprogram that, and it doesn't take that long, it starts to flow, because we let go of the lack. We let go of the squeeze. We let go of the, it's like the people that you call miserly. When you're miserly with your thoughts, your wishes, your money, your love, guess what? Things start to wither and die. It's way too tight. It needs oxygen and it needs flow. Be more like the river that just flows and goes around the rocks and is accepting and gets to places faster because it's not fighting anything. It's just going with the flow. You've put in your dream, you've put in your order to the universe. Now just sit back and wait for it. You've taken the action, you've thought about it. Now wait and watch the manifestation happen. Don't kill it by trying to be like, it has to be like this or this won't work. Don't try to overachieve that mentally and put all these parameters. Let it flow. Let the universe take care of the hows now. You've put in the what's. Let them take care of the hows, okay? Because that's you. At the success board, the 8 of Pentacles, you've already put the work in how it would look, and you're starting to place the energy in the places it needs to go. Here's the thing, every time you do something you actually don't want to do, you feel satisfaction, right? When you're like, oh my God, I really don't want to do the dishes or do that. But it gives you instant gratification because you've done it, right? So we don't need to work more and harder. We need to just work more efficiently, right? We don't need to kill ourselves. We don't need to achieve and prove things to people we don't even know or care about. I don't need to. I put in any kind of work day I want or I'm inspired to do. That's at the end. I don't care what anybody says. One day this guy comes on and he goes, one of his comments was, do you have Asperger's? And I was like, I thought it was so funny because his nickname or whatever it was something like absolute shithead. And I said, well, you already gave yourself an appropriate name. You know, in my head, I don't ever respond to these things. I just delete them. But I thought, you know what? Who sits in some kind of dingy basement, because that's what I pictured right away, and just sits there and mocks everybody or says something obnoxious and derogatory? And it was so funny that he had given himself a moniker that probably suited him. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, it's like we have to let everything just flow over us. I don't participate in anybody's dreary friggin' wordplay. If they want to sit there and be idiots and seem important or seem whatever, witty or whatever, one of those things, just I don't care. I don't engage anymore. I've got my own surfboard that I'm just going through life on. I set big goals. I visualize them every day. I design strategies to reach them. Like you, I develop an action plan. I execute against that plan, and I give up what distracts me. And what distracts me is little people that have to henpeck because they're not happy with where they are. That's part of your strategy right now. You are not distracted by any of these things. You are in a game-changing lane right now, and you don't have time for that. So that's you guys, and that's beautiful. So I have to pick you a happy manifestation card too. Love it. We gotta get you something cool. Let me shuffle these shufflers. Oh, I love this. No need to do. I love this. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there'll always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I'm already here. I take a deep breath, I relax, I trust, and then I do the laundry. That's you. Enough said. The end. If you guys are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. Do it, ding ding ding, and the notification bell as well, so you know when the new videos come up. All my links are below every single video for my private reads, for my Etsy store, for the Patreon page. Anything you need is down below there. I want to thank everybody who has donated because things are moving along nicely. I'm getting the oracle cards all written up, the artwork's ready, and you know, just so we can up the oomph factor on this too. Fantastic. And anybody who contributes in any way, Madison, for this dreamy backdrop and these beautiful little Gustav Klimt cards, you're the best. Yeah, you guys, you're fantastic. You warm my heart, and you're all elevating, and you're going up and up and up, and you're just beautiful, and I love you guys, and I can't thank you enough. So don't forget to comment too, like, what are you manifesting right now? What's helping you out? What's getting you that aha moment that lets you know that it is all within reach? Let me know.